All right, check out our new sponsor, Greenwood Stocks. They want you to know how to be able to trade stocks and be your own boss and be free to travel the world by making passive income. We all need that passive income from stock market. What are you waiting for? Call or text 281-760-3170. If you didn't catch that, that's on your screen. Or check them out at social media, Greenwood Stocks, and catch them at Gmail, greenwoodstocktrading at Gmail, and the YouTube channel is Greenwood Stocks. Appreciate them for giving me the opportunity. Check them out. We out. All right, man. Urban Meyer came out and said today that it would be an open quarterback competition between Gardner, Minshew, and Trevor Lawrence. And maybe Trevor Lawrence ain't doing so good in camp. Some people don't believe it, because Urban Meyer wouldn't have took the job if they didn't get the #1 pick. But also you got Zach Wilson, who's struggling. But the difference between Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence, they were saying Trevor Lawrence was a generational talent. He the most talented quarterback ever, to come in the draft, which I don't think he was that great. That's not bad to say. Saying he more talented than John Elway, Peyton Manning coming in. That's wild, because remember Elway, he got traded, but, he forced Baltimore to trade him to Denver. So, that's generational right there. You talking about guys like Cam Newton and, keep going on with great quarterbacks that went #1. But, he is one of those, great quarterbacks to kind of be in that same vein with them. But at the same time, hit this thumbs up button, share the video, check out the NFL playlist, and for more NFL videos we get rolling. We got NFL preseason today, a lot of games tomorrow, I think through the weekend, maybe Sunday. But Urban Meyer says Trevor Lawrence and Gardner Minshew remains open. He says deliberate stipulation, could be right strategy for Gardner Minshew. The unofficial depth chart, Minshew or Trevor Lawrence as a starting quarterback in Jacksonville. Urban Meyer said indeed the competition remains open via Mike Dempsey of the 1010 XL in Jacksonville. Myers was asked on Thursday whether the competition for the Week 1 job remains open. Myers said yes. Myers also said both Lawrence and Minshew would play on Saturday against the Browns. Whoever plays with the starters presumably will have an edge. For now, Minshew's name is listed first on the unofficial depth chart. It's possible that Urban Meyer is trying to give Lawrence an in-house hurdle to overcome, a message in the locker room that nothing is handed to anyone. It's also possible that the Jaguars are trying to prop Minshew up in hopes of trading him. Or maybe Minshew has simply earned it during training camp. Remember, he's the guy who declared to Chris Long last month, I haven't taken a bowel movement because #2 isn't an option. So at the end of the day, I don't think you bring him there. Not to start. He's selling tickets. They probably buying season tickets because of him. They probably buying, because remember they got some of the worst. Attendance in sports. Especially in the National Football League. So I just think this might be a way to prop up Gardner Minshew. You got to see Gardner Minshew pretty much with the same guys last year. You got to see him with the same guys last year. I think they already hope to trade him. He's a solid quarterback. He's solid. So maybe if a quarterback go down, or it seemed like Carson Wentz going to be on track to play Week 1, him and Quentin Nelson, who is Quentin Nelson, one of the best interior guard, one of the best offensive linemen in the game. But yeah, I don't see anybody buying tickets and then coming to see Gardner Minshew. They seen Gardner Minshew all last year. Or it's also, could be a ploy that, like they said, nothing is given. But I think Minshew, he's solid. Like I said, year 1 he threw 21 touchdowns and 15 games played, 6 interceptions. Last year he threw 6 touchdowns and 5. And so he don't throw picks that often. He only played 9 8 games, but he seemed like he take care of the football. And I think it's gonna be Trevor Lawrence's job. I think they're trying to showcase Gardner Minshew, but it's been it was talking shirts and t-shirts and 11 on 11s that he was throwing picks and turning the rock over. And he turned the ball over a ton. And me and Clemson, especially not to be playing nobody, the toughest competition was like Georgia Tech and North Carolina. So to me, he ain't surefire at all. I watched him play. He's a good quarterback. He's mobile. He can throw. But to me, it's something missing with him. And maybe it was something that Clemson couldn't offer him coaching wise. But to me, it was just something missing with him. You know, it was just something missing, but he had good numbers. And maybe something in the NFL they can offer him in coaching, but to me, this wasn't an ideal situation going with Urban Meyers. But I think Urban Meyers, he'd make the adjustment and they'll be all right. But it's just something was missing with him. But I think he's a great quarterback. I think he'd do fine, but he ain't in an ideal situation. I think Justin Fields went to an ideal situation. Mac Jones, they went to better teams. And sometimes talent ain't the end-all, be-all. It's not the end-all, be-all, you know, when you draft it. Sometimes it's the right fit. Sometimes it is just the right fit. And I think I think, you know, a lot of the other quarterbacks went to a better fit. Kellen Mond went to a great fit. But, you know, let's think about being number one. You got to overcome your fit. That's the thing about it. You got to overcome your fit. And you got to be a generational talent. That's why they picked you number one. Honestly. That's why you're going number one. Because they believe you can overcome your fit. But yeah, like I said, I do expect Trevor Lawrence to be the starter year one. Okay, so that's just my opinion. I do expect him to be the starter year one. I don't expect Gardner Minshew to come in and take it, but Minshew is a good quarterback. You know, but people bought tickets to see Trevor Lawrence, not Gardner Minshew. And then also, you can't use the excuse that this is an irregular season. You got preseason games. You got a training camp. So, I mean, you know, I don't know what to say, man. You know, he got everything. He got a big arm. Unlike Minshew, he accurate. He mobile. He 21. He got everything he wanted in a quarterback. Nobody want to hear the excuse that he not ready. If he ain't ready, you know what's gonna be it's gonna be the Urban Meyers, ain't preparing the guys the right way. That's gonna be the narrative. Urban Meyer's not doing his job. Urban Meyers don't know how to prepare a young quarterback. It's gonna be the narrative. So, people gonna say, look at Zach, whatever's game up there in Cincinnati. He got Joe Burrows ready. But we'll see. I think Trevor Lawrence will be successful in the National Football League. He might end up being the best quarterback. But nobody want to see Minshew in Jacksonville. So maybe they could showcase Minshew for a trade. I think so. But ain't no quarterbacks went down on the Carson Wentz, so we'll see what happens. So let me know what you guys think. Check the NFL playlist out. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Facebook group link in the description as well too. You want to advertise on the channel, video request, chop it up, whatever it may be. On social media links in the description. Financially, you want to make a financial donation, Cash App, CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. Then you got a Venmo donation, you can be the first. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate. Thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I think Minshew is gonna be the guy. I think Minshew is gonna get traded. I think Trevor Lawrence is gonna be the starter week one. And it's hard to tell season ticket holders. You know what I'm saying? When Minshew started and they play Cleveland, Jacksonville, and then the Cowboys. Okay, then they open the season off versus the Texans. So that's easy. The season over, but they got some tough defenses: Broncos, Arizona, Cincinnati. So then they play Cincinnati, Tennessee. So they got it's okay schedule. I think he'd be all right. But hey, let me know in the comment section. Peace.